What's going on, everyone? Good morning and welcome to the Investing Bros. We've got a great video lined up because we're going to be taking a look at some altcoins that are on the move this morning. You know, it's kind of crazy. We're going to look at three of them, three altcoins. It's going to be Chainlink, of course, having a great day yesterday, but that continues into today. Of course, remember, look at Solana making some moves, and the one that's leading the pack so far this morning, Avalanche. And you know what's crazy is yesterday I made that video about XRP, and I know I got a lot of people upset, and I'm really sorry, XRP community. But it is ironic that the three tokens that I reallocated a lot of XRP into yesterday were Chainlink, Solana, Avalanche. Let's take a look at what's happening on those charts. Let's take a look at what's happening in the news and see if there's potentially still some higher targets for some long opportunities on these three altcoins. With that said, let's go ahead and just dive on in. Starting off here on CoinMarketCap, just going to go and show you what's happening here. It's been a green day overall for everybody, even XRP. Even XRP up 2.3%. Not quite as much as Bitcoin, a little more than Ethereum. But the ones that, again, we're looking at here, bigger movements in some of these top coins. Solana. Now, Solana started a little red yesterday, so this is the last 24 hours. It's showing only about 7% to the upside. But when you come over and you're looking at charts and you're looking at what it's been doing since the open, it's a 4% higher than a lot of these other tokens. Not more so than Avalanche, but higher than a lot of these other tokens in the top grouping here. So Solana's one of them, but it's kind of in the back of the pack. Cardano, almost 6% to the upside. Avalanche, though, here, one of the big boys, 9% in the last 24 hours, but 7% of that is since the opening today. And then Chainlink, with the last 24 hours included, up 14%. During this time period, though, since the day opened, only 4%. We're actually even pulling back after a big rally here. Let's take a look at some of the reasons why. Let's start off here with Avalanche. Now, Avalanche has an upgrade coming very, very soon, Durango, and it is scheduled to be coming in February 14th. Now, there's lots of reasons to be bullish about Avalanche, but this is just going to be one more of those. And I do think that Avalanche is going to be one of the top coins, already a top 10 coin. We're talking Avalanche. Can we creep into that top 5, maybe top 6 spot in the bull market? But Avalanche looking good this morning. What else do we have over here? Let's take a look at Solana. Why is Solana potentially pumping? Well, this is actually really big. Bitcoin billionaire Arthur Hayes says it's time to get back on the Solana train. Why is that one kind of important? Because not that long ago, after massive pumps in Solana, Arthur Hayes, in kind of joking fashion, made a statement that the gods of crypto spoke to him. I think he was alluding to Satoshi, that it was time to sell your Solana and get on the Ethereum train. Well, it's funny because temporarily when he made that announcement, a lot of altcoins started to cool off and Ethereum took lead. But with him now saying it's time to get back on the Solana train, there's going to be a lot of people starting to take a look over there. Again, we're going to take a look at the charts here in just a second, but let's keep going on here. Let's take a look at potentially some Chainlink. Why is Chainlink price up today? Well, they did just make a partnership with Arbitrum, again, one of the faster layer 2s over on Ethereum. This is some big news, but also we have some dormant wallets getting activated here on Chainlink. People are getting excited. Now, why is that? Why are people getting excited about these altcoins? I talked to you guys a little about this yesterday in my live show, that either one of two things are happening. As Bitcoin was climbing, we see the Bitcoin dominance start to climb. One of two things is about to happen. Either A, everything's going to drop, and that Bitcoin dominance is going to keep on climbing, or that Bitcoin dominance was climbing as Bitcoin was climbing, and it was about to switch into an altcoin rally, an altcoin season. That's exactly what we saw happen back in October. Bitcoin and Chainlink kind of started off rallying, and then all of a sudden the dominance cooled off, and we saw a lot of altcoins take over. It's just how the natural crypto markets flow. But let's go take a look at the charts, see what they're saying. Before I do that, though, go ahead and comment down below. Are you bullish on these three altcoins? Do you think that there's some out there that are better that we should be focusing on in future videos? What are your price predictions for the future next couple of weeks of Chainlink, of Solana, and of AVAX? Let's go ahead and get over to the charts. Let's talk about a Link at first. Now, of course, this is the big thing. I told you guys yesterday, daily candle close, I needed it to get above. I wanted to see it above $17 to be the highest daily close that we had since all the way back in April of 2022. Well, we fit the bill. We closed here yesterday right around $17.18, but we decided it's not time to stop just yet. It's time to move to the upside. And I told you guys using the Lux Algo indicators, I think we came down to the 4-hour chart. Even though we had been in sideways action and every single movement into the red had been a great reversal strategy, here on Lux Algo, I told you guys once we start to break this trend, if I turn off Lux Algo and we break this resistance trend line, which we have done, just like what we did back here in October, all the wheels are off the cart, guys. It's time to start looking at the movements higher to the upside. Even when we come out to the daily chart, again, we still have to break higher than that. We're still keeping an eye. I told you guys keep an eye on your $18 Chainlink yesterday, but if we continue to break, you guys are seeing after moving sideways, this reversal band on Lux Algo, it is starting to kind of freshen and let us have some moves to the upside. We're getting no reversals, even though we're well within our take profit here on the daily chart. And I come down here to the oscillators. Yes, we just flashed a red reversal dot, but we're barely beginning to talk about on the daily chart being overbought. And you can see the money flow after being in the red is moving up quite quickly. And we still have a lot of room to the upside with these oscillators before I would make any type of argument of being overbought. MACD's got a lot of momentum. Again, Lux Algo as a whole, amazing indicator, kind of confirming and calling this trend here just a couple of days ago when we did print a bullish momentum wave and we printed a bullish reversal wave. This has all played out beautifully. The question is, where are we looking to the upside? Well, I told you guys yesterday $18 was one to keep an eye on. We actually have already crossed $18 at this point. So if you're looking to take some profit, more than likely I do think that there will be some choppiness playing in here. But with seeing all of this come into play, it's time to kind of back out and go back to the long-term price action. We've now kind of conquered and gotten back up to the highs of April of 2022. There is, of course, going to be a $19 range up here from February of 2022, but now you're starting to put your eyes up above that $20 level. Let's actually even take a look using Fibonacci from the high way back in 2021 all the way down to the bear market low. My next spot I might be looking at here at the 0.382 is going to be $23.58. Even taking a look here, let's look at the fixed range volume profile, see what kind of plays in there. In that same range, just a little bit lower. Okay, so 23's up here. Our value area high is up at 27. We have a nice little gap, even though there's not a lot of shelves above it. There's a nice gap sitting here at 21. So I'm going to go ahead and just even put a box in here, guys, and let you guys know this is going to be my area of interest to watch if, I want to make the big if we continue to move to the upside. There's always the chance that we have a fake out rally. Some sort of news hits and reverses this whole market. But I'm telling you right now, Chainlink, after having explosive October and beginning to November, moving sideways and boring here for the last couple of months, it is time and primed to have a good breakout. I just still want to see, though, long term, I'm getting less and less sure about this every day, but this untapped resistance level at 950. What I mean by untapped is we broke it back here in October and then never retested it significantly. Whales traditionally like to pull back to these levels. And again, just even looking at the history of Chainlink itself, again, untapped resistance right here in January of 18, May of 19. We had a massive rally to the upside followed by a massive pullback where to that exact same level. We actually had it happen twice, once normally and once because of COVID. Either way, even by looking at his chart, it's rare to have significant levels of resistance that are broken and not retested at some point. Let me know what you think, though. Do you like my price up here? Do you like a move above $20? Do you think I'm just being way too bullish on Chainlink? Or am I being a little too conservative and we're going much, much higher, maybe up towards that golden pocket, up towards 36? A little too bullish for me right now, but we'll talk more about that one here a little bit later. Let's take a look at Solana, keeping an eye on what it is doing now. Different situation going on. It is not breaking to new highs for the year, but it did do something very, very important. And I'm going to show you down here actually on the 4-hour chart. I thought I had this drawn. Maybe I have it drawn on the AVAX chart, and we're just seeing an identical movement happening on Solana. Solana Oh, look at this. That's actually more beautiful. You're right, because I think I'm going to come down to AVAX here in a second. Yeah, similar moves, AVAX and Solana. Look at how beautifully we have this descending level of resistance with several touches here. We just have the beginnings of this little channel going on. Let me draw the support line. Did not get this drawn before the show, so, it's slightly a falling wedge. I'm going to go ahead and just keep it, calling it a channel, even though it's not parallel lines. But look at the breakout that we had here just a little bit ago on January the 27th, and then a nice bounce right off of that same former resistance level, turn into support. You love to see it. Again, untapped resistance being turned into support is a bullish thing. We also now are printing a very strong buy signal here on Lux Algo. We've turned the Neo Cloud blue here on the 4-hour chart, and we have take profits back up above 109, 110, all the way up here to 116. There's articles right now, if you're searching the interwebs, talking about 120 once again. That's not as high as where we got up here towards 126. I think this is a very reasonable spot. Again, we had the reversal cloud coming in right there. When I'm taking a look at our oscillators here, 4-hour chart, of course, still bullish, even though we just got that red reversal dot. I'm interested what the daily chart is telling me. Daily chart did print bearish momentum and does not show strong bullish or bearish narratives, but we're also not overbought or oversold. And the overall trend right now is strong bullish. But here's what I'll say about Solana. With the fact that here, and I'm looking at the money flow, it's still positive, but we are seeing excessive buyers that were here yesterday pulling out. Don't be surprised to see a small pullback on Solana. In fact, if we go down to small time frames, even like the 15-minute chart, don't be surprised to see some pullbacks to some of maybe these stronger order blocks here, but I don't see a super strong one that would probably exhaust us. Honestly, kind of keep an eye on our Neo Cloud and the stop loss area right in here where the equilibrium is. Back to 199, a small pullback before a bigger move. But what I'm seeing on the daily chart, I'm seeing on the 4-hour chart, I definitely think that there's more room to the upside for Solana. It's just one of those coins that is hard to bet against. The momentum is real. It's going to make its move. Again, if you want to trade this and scalp it, going down to the 15-minute chart, doing these things, there's a lot of reasons. I'll tell you guys right now, I'm not in a trade at the moment, but I'm low-key just looking at this 15-minute chart, seeing that we have recently been overbought. We have had reversal dots. Even though we're still under green momentum, a bearish momentum dot with the money flow going negative, crossing back below the threshold, and the excessive buyers leaving might be an interesting short-term scalp. And I'm getting all of this from the Lux Algo premium indicators, the best indicators out there, #1 paid indicators over on TradingView. Go check them out. Check out our link. You can get 30 days, pay for it and 30 days to test it out. If you don't like it, return it, get your money back. But if you want to make some money in the trading game, Lux Algo is absolutely your way to go. Let's check in on the most explosive one so far today. And let's go back up here to the daily chart. Let's take a look at what Avalanche is doing. Now, I teased it because we were looking at Solana. We've done the same thing. This one's a little bit more of a range here. Let's go to the 4-hour chart so it's a little cleaner. This one's a little bit more of a range, of course. We've had 2 touches at this higher level, multiple touches at this lower level, but that's a normal little pocket. There's no such thing as a straight line in technical analysis. It's always about zones. Well, after breaking through back here on, again, January 27th, we have bounced off of it again, and we are moving firmly to the upside here with AVAX. Let's take a look at what is happening with our indicators and oscillators. Now, 4-hour chart, we are looking at levels back towards something we talked about last week. I talked about $40 on AVAX last week. That is where our take profit is after getting these nice buy orders. We do have an order block we're working on filling right now, but red reversal or take profits coming in up here towards $40. Definitely something on the shorter term to keep an eye on. If I were to go all the way to the daily, though, significant order block still in that same range. Yeah, so we're kind of seeing some confluence, both 4-hour and the daily chart, that we want to see a move up here towards 40, but potentially get higher up towards 42. The red reversal band on the daily chart is a little different than we saw in Chainlink and Solana. It is way up above $50, and we could get to new highs. However, you will see it's still starting to curve over. Let's take a look at what the oscillators are saying to us right now. Recently had a bearish dot, but you can see the oscillator has curved once again. Money flow going positive. No reversal bands whatsoever, but a massive rally happening right now on the MACD and nothing telling us we're overextended. So this tells me AVAX has further to go to the upside on the daily chart to feel comfortable. When I come down to the 4-hour chart, yes, we just got a red reversal dot, and the money flow is moving sideways. However, it does look like the MACD is picking up momentum. We are not flashing overbought here. Everything is flowing bullish, so I would not be looking for a short opportunity on AVAX, at least today. Maybe a very quick scalp. Let's see what the 15-minute. 15-minute is screaming that we're overbought right now, 100%. The oscillators are super high. We've ignored a lot of reversal triangles here. That's the sign of how bullish we are. But you can only do that so long before you reverse. Here's what I'll say. We're hitting take profit on 15-minute for AVAX, but the oscillator is still moving up. The money flow is still moving up. The MACD is still moving up, although it's going sideways. Look for the excessive buyers and the money flow to start moving to the downside and get a bearish momentum dot. You might find a small short scalp here on AVAX. But again, keyword small, because there's a lot of bullishness coming into this space. Once again, thank you to Lux Algo for making these beautiful, beautiful calls here. Either way, what we're seeing here, these three coins have had an amazing last 24 hours. And what we're seeing on the charts is the next couple of days look like they're going to continue that direction. We've seen them take some steam out of the Bitcoin dominance. We're seeing, even though we need to see the money flow come down, we're seeing all of this momentum of the Bitcoin dominance slowing down, which is leading me to believe, at least for the next little bit, guys, we might be moving into an altcoin season, altcoin rally. That's all I have for you in this video. If you enjoyed it and agreed with what I'm saying, go ahead and smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you think about my different levels here with these three altcoins. Also comment another coin that you are extremely bullish on right now that you would love to see me cover more in these morning videos. With that said though, guys, you have a fantastic day. I'll see you this afternoon for our live show.